I still can't get over the narrative disruption, the visual, symbolic narrative disruption that came from this photograph of a biker gang providing an escort to a hearse transporting the coffin of Haji Mohammed Daoud Nabi, killed in New Zealand's twin mosque attacks. I am so impressed with the New Zealand Prime Minister, who vowed never to utter the name of the twin mosque gunman to deprive him of the publicity he craved. And this is something that I wrote about in the Brothers Saneev and the Long Tail. And I was quoting Camus, the Byronic hero, incapable of love, capable only of an impossible love, suffers endlessly. He is solitary, languid, his condition exhausts him. If he wants to feel alive, it must be in the terrible exaltation of a brief and destructive action. And to the point about narration, narrative control and narrative disruption, which this New Zealand Prime Minister has achieved, I take you to Don DeLillo, Mao too. I used to think it was possible for an artist to alter the inner life of the culture. Now bomb makers and gunmen have taken that territory. Jacinda warned social media companies, saying they are the publisher, not just the postman. Powerful, isn't she? And then going back to DeLillo again, terror's response is a narrative that has been developing over years, only now becoming inescapable. It is our lives and minds that are occupied now. This catastrophic event changes the way we think and act, moment to moment, week to week. For unknown weeks and months to come, in steely years, our world, parts of our world, have crumbled into theirs, which means we are living in a place of danger and rage. Take you back to September 2012, when you might have forgotten there was this Floridian pastor called Basile, and he lit a Quran, and the story was that in response to that act, the embassy in Libya, the US embassy in Libya, was burnt down. And I asked then, what are the consequences of this 21st century madding crowd? A madding crowd that can be inflamed by a fellow with a camera and an account with YouTube. They are the publisher, not just the postman. And I said there are plenty of flamethrowers in a population of 7 billion. Basile has shown that the 21st century equivalent of throwing the match is a camera and the knowledge of how to upload content onto YouTube. The consequences of throwing a match onto a tinderbox are entirely unpredictable by their nature. We also learned that donations are being sought for the boy's defense, the egg thrower, and to buy more eggs.